Oh, what am I doing? There you go. That works. Alright, last Agnikai. This looks like Simic aggro. It could very well be Saltire Reanimator, but yeah. So one less bulk up. Usually want to cut down on one of those. One less Mud of the Meek. We'll try this out. 3 lands, 2 creatures. We'll keep it because Leyline. But not ideal. Okay, that's a bit better. Gonna go with the hard claw side because we can still swing into a 1/1 if they tap out. Yep. Okay, this is good. This is very good for us. Yeah. Fire Nation Palace. I think swing, pump. Let's see the game log. What did they get? Analyze the pollen. Oh. Okay. I see what's going on here. Combat. We're probably gonna pump this up. And do nothing else. Maybe Thunder Trap comes into block. Yeah. Cool. Okay, no, this is just easy. Okay. GG. It's over. It's absolutely over. Yeah. You can go Firebending 4. And Let's see the blocks. Yeah. Can double full bore. Ain't gonna do nothing really. But yeah. We can 8-7, kill this. If we had some sort of trample here, that'd be great, but let's do the damage. Back. We can get last Agni Kai. Kill off something weak. Oh, we didn't even do that. Okay, we could have done that before. I don't think it matters because we can still 5, 6, yeah. We just can't fling this now, unfortunately. Okay. Yep. Thing is, we also have tons of mana. Like, Dreadmaw's Hire is really what we're looking for here. Okay, Valley Floodcaller. Alright. This Otters. Okay, I see. Oh, that's good. This could get nasty for us. Yeah, it looks nasty. Wow. Okay. Another Storm Chasers. Okay. I don't think he can cast that. Oh, we can Bushwhack to fight this off. I think that's resign. We resign this. Yeah. Yeah, we're good. We don't want more of that. Okay, for Otters, yeah, we want to last Agnikai their Otters. Let me see Bushwhack. Is that like target opponent controls? Target creature you don't control. Yeah, okay, so we can't make them fight their own creatures with direct lightning, which would be pretty sick. But yeah, okay. I don't think they have that many non-basics. We could Zao them. But this seems pretty optimized. Yeah. Yeah, this looks good. More pump spells would be great, but we got a 1-drop. We got 3 great 2-drops. and we got the burn together, the power doubler. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, by the way. Sorry, it's been a while since I've been streaming. We had a good weekend, actually, in Montreal. Made the trip out there, saw some old friends. We got a good win, qualified for the regional championship in Gatineau. Almost went undefeated for the RCQ. Ended up going 6-1-2, I think. Yeah, just lost one game in the finals, which is a great record. We lost to Is It Lessons, but would have been nice to, really show the power of this deck and go undefeated there. Also got a good team for the Fireclasm. That's brutal. Also got a great team for the Pro Tour. We could Firebending Student, or we could plot the Slick Shot. I think plot Slick Shot. Ew. Yeah, I'm gonna plot Slick Shot. Yeah, got a good team for the Pro Tour. Lorwyn Eclipsed. Gonna have more news on that in the upcoming weeks, or closer to the Pro Tour itself. We're gonna get a kind of boot camp to practice on a bunch of decks, practice for draft. I'll have to kind of limit myself to sharing a lot of what we come up with until after the Pro Tour, but we'll be happy to share all that information once we get closer to the actual Spotlight series, which is going to happen in Toronto, which is where I live right now. So, going to make for quite the change to have a Spotlight series locally. This is just a couple practice rounds. The actual meat of this is going to go to the standard challenge, which is going to start in 2 hours from now. So, because there's a 5-minute delay, you can count that as 1 hour and 55 minutes from now. Okay, we have blue, green, bushwhack. Lots of bushwhack in this deck. We do have one more plotted Slick Shot. Blue, green, red. Iros. Okay. This seems to be like some sort of Sultai lessons. Just drawing a lot of lands. Why are we drawing so many lands? Please. I think we just don't drop the land. Because the difference between 4 lands and 5 lands is not going to matter really if we draw another. Yeah. Kind of like a semi-bluff here. Okay. Our opponent is stocking up. It seems kind of desperate. But they have no reason to be desperate because we're drawing terribly. Like, we'd be happy with a Leyline even right now. I think a turn inside out would be good. Turn inside out I'd be happy with. Boomerang basics to draw. Yeah, there's definitely some desperation going on here, which is unwarranted. Oh my god. Okay. Sometimes you just draw lands and nothing else. Let's play land at pass. Okay. Yeah, they're showing all the signs of desperation too, so we're just showing weakness on our side. Amber Heart is a good draw because we can Valiant trigger it off the Fire Nation Palace. And at this point, because of the desperation they're showing, we play it and trigger the Valiant. Probably should have played the Hard Club before, because then we could have pumped it up. Yeah, so we missed out on the pump up here. Hard Claw and Bastard. So they got their Pyroclasm Bushwhack. They wasted a Boomerang Basics, basically. They got Iris Demonstration. Yep, they're gonna kill off the Emperor Heart. Makes sense. But ironically, with all this, we can still kill them, potentially. Not anymore. Oh, yeah, we still can. If they have nothing else. If they're gassed out, we drop Pump Spell, we win. Which it really feels like they are gassed out. The island not attacking kind of makes me feel otherwise, but eesh. Eesh. We can fight the Multiversal Passage. We don't care about our mana right now. Okay. We're gonna pass and hope to survive one more turn. Oh, he's close to tap south. Okay. Come on, pump spell. Okay, there we go. We could have this. Maybe. Maybe. No. Undo that. Cast this. Last Agnikai. Do something silly. Do something silly, please. Okay, he's not doing something silly. Yeah. We can full bore. If he has it, he has it. I mean, he's used a lot of removal. They have a lot of sorcery speed kind of effects here. Maybe they just don't have it. Yeah. Wow. This is kind of sad. Okay. Well, yeah, when it comes to is it lessons, we wish we had Gruul. But it's not a terrible, terrible matchup. It's just a slightly bad matchup for us, I'd say. Yeah. All that being said, I think we will be taking kind of a break here. I'll definitely be playing the standard challenge at 8 p.m. If you want to tune in at that point, please do. I will be going until, we drop for that tournament. We will be playing the same list as I posted on Twitter or X. One slight change that I'm just testing out temporarily is switching up one of the Dread Mawzars, or one of the Might of the Meek, sorry, for one of the Dread Mawzars. That way we have the same amount of trample, but we have a bit more in terms of pump spells to maybe capitalize on that. Geez, what's it called? Bulk up. It's a very good list, I think, right now against the vast majority of decks. Dimir mid-range kind of moving out of the meta slowly but surely is a good thing for the deck. Um, we do have a few things in Is It Lessons which deal way too much damage for our protective spells in terms of toughness boosts to actually work out. But um, yeah, it still means that our toughness boosts do work until they can fill their yard up with lessons. So a deck like Otters that we just faced right now, very good. Happy with this matchup. We will be proceeding with the mono red version of it up until we see that Is It Lessons becomes a solidified matchup. One problem though that we have to note Is It Lessons seems like it's there to kind of stay for at least a tiny bit of time. The only thing that's really matching Is It Lessons right now is Sultai Reanimator, and Sultai Reanimator is suffering to yeah, so when you're looking at the meta, basically you're looking at what balances what, and if something is very good against one of the top decks, then that top deck is going to go down. But right now, Sultai Reanimator being very good against Is It Lessons, and Sultai Reanimator and Is It Lessons both being very vulnerable to Graveyard Hate means that Is It Lessons is kind of there to stay because their arch nemesis is suffering to how the meta will respond as well. So the more other decks include Graveyard Hate, the more that Is It Lessons is having their arch nemesis basically taken out of the game. So yeah, lots of other things we're looking at too that are going to be interesting is yes, Marvel superheroes, 100%. We got that kind of Leyline like creature coming out. It is a one drop though, so not that big of a buff. I think I'm going to be discussing that in the next video that's going to be coming out soon on this updated list that we have with a few more one drops. If we are going to include that one drop Leyline type, if you have in your opening hand, start with it on the field, has haste, creature. Yeah, we're only gonna have one of in that. It's a legendary creature. We're definitely not gonna include two. And I am questioning how good it is. Not only because you can just pay for that one, but also because, yeah, we have the turn 3 kill for a reason, and that's because we have those land drops in the first place. We have enough pump spells to chain with some fling or the doubling up of the power of those pump spells. So, yeah, one pump spell is not that good. Okay, yeah, thanks for tuning in. I know this was a very brief stream. I'm seeing the views actually starting to come in now, but I'm sorry. I do have to go eat before we go for the standard challenge. Please tune in about an hour and 40 minutes from now. I'll see you then. Thanks so much.